Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Like I promised, the girls are here with me today, and I'm usually come once a year. Today we're talking about just life. It's a mom and daughter chat. We're just going to talk about life, relationship, and just whatever questions they want to ask me, and they also have questions to ask them. They have no idea it's coming. So we'll just do like a general talk about life and just chat as you have a glass of wine. It's at night, and I hope you guys enjoy, and let me know what you think after we're done with the video. So like I said, there's no structure, so the girls will feel free to ask me whatever questions, and then I'll ask them also. They can ask about life, boys, whatever they feel comfortable asking me, because now they're not babies anymore. They're all adults. Oh, that's why they're all above 18. That's why they're having alcohol. Cheers. I've told them I'm to have it responsibly. You look me in the eye and drink. Or 7 years of bad sex.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's a long time. So this idea, guys, came about yesterday. We're just winding down the evening. We were chatting, and we're just talking about how we're born at different times. We don't have such a big age gap, but it's still something, you know, maybe more than 10 years, I think.
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely
I think
more.
for sure, yeah.
You think so? Sometimes I feel like I'm young like them, okay, which is a lie, but I want to believe that I am. But anyway, so we're just talking about how we're born at different times, life then, relationships. And when I was talking to them, it just occurred to me that it's so different, my time and their time, and it was very insightful to learn the challenges they are going through compared to my time, and it was very eye-opening. So guys, that's why we decided to shoot this video, to just talk about life in general and sharing our experiences. To be honest, they're not only going to learn from me, but I also learned from them, and it helped me understand them better in terms of their time, the challenges they're facing, and also just to appreciate that they're not children anymore, that they're dealing with real life and they're dealing with real life challenges. So it really opened my eyes, and that's why I have eye bags today, because we slept late. But besides the point, we'll go straight into it, and they will open up the floor and ask me whatever question they want. So
last night, Mom was telling us about how she took her long-term boyfriend. Now, before she met my dad, our dad, she took her boyfriend to Shags. And Koi and I were like, our reaction was just like, because we can't imagine. Like, I have a boyfriend and I'm taking him to meet my great-grandmother in Joro.
Like Christmas time, I'm going to Shags at his, or he's coming to mine.
That's too serious. I feel like,
much.
You know, like by the time someone has been, like by the time I introduce you as my boyfriend.
To my grandma.
My grandmother, and it's very serious. You know what I mean?
but you see, guys, they're not understanding the context. It wasn't like you're introducing them. What I meant is, during my time when you're dating a boy, it was serious. It wasn't serious that you're introducing them, but they're so much part of your life that they will by default. They just blend. Like, don't forget, guys, we didn't have the finances of how you guys date nowadays. Our dating was mostly meeting campus. I'll say my honest truth is, like, we had a schedule. He'll come to my house, I'll go to his house, because we are all in campus, but we are the scholars. So meet my mom, my siblings, our dog, if you have a dog, a cat, my nanny. So they were bound to form that relationship. And then what happens is, like I said, you don't say, I'm going to set out to introduce you to my grandma. It happens that, you know, maybe let's say your granddad died, or there's something in Shags, your friends are coming to support you, then he comes along. So over time, your family is used to seeing this face.
Oh, I see.
So by the time they clock that, it's your boyfriend.
Yeah, but the thing is, it happened naturally, and we were that serious. Like, if I'm dating one person, it's one person. You know, there was not, it's complicated. I'm not having things with different people. Yeah. So that's why over time, and every time we dated, it was, I'll be very honest, from me, it was long term. There was no 3 months, 6 months. Me nowadays, I hear we dated for 2 months. That's not dating for me. You understand? So for us, it was, when we entered, it was not there was a rule book or a manual, but when we started, it was for the long haul. And also, we didn't worry too much about the future. We just let it flow.
I get it. I think parents understand, and I think parents and even family members in general is fine and also necessary. But for us, it's not at the beginning. Like, you take someone to meet your family when it's super serious, and you're at the point where you're like, we've been together for a while, and maybe you really like them, and you're like, I would like my family to meet them and see how they mingle with them and see the opinions of this person. but I wouldn't be comfortable bringing, like, let's say, like introducing, like, let's say by the time I'm 30, let's say still wasn't married or whatever, I wouldn't be comfortable with having, by the time I'm 30, introduced like 5 or 6 different people to dad. All of them
like
are serious. Even
boyfriend.
3 or 4 for me,
But guys, you can't say that, because how will you know if you're serious if you don't try? You see, also as parents, you want to see that natural progression of you kissing the frogs before you find the prince.
But mom, can we be serious with 10 people?
Yeah.
And I'm not saying everyone's journey is the same.
Yeah.
Some will do 10, some will do 2, some will do 3. But you children forget that as parents, we also understand the trial and error that is involved. We also don't expect for you to bring us that one boy who you're going to be serious with. As a parent, for me, I'll be very concerned if I don't see my kids dating 1, 2, 3. I'm not saying 10, it's a bit too much. I mean, I don't also, Pastor, hey, all your hands.
Like you can't use them here.
It's only me. But anyway, I don't judge.
Also.
Because we all have a different journey. If 10 is your number, all I'm saying, I want my child to see my child trying, because that shows me that, you know what, I am finding out about men, I'm finding out about myself, I'm finding out about what I like, what I'm looking for. So for me, that gives me confidence. When you bring that person, you tell me, Mom, this is the one. And then umepitia, najua umeamua. But you know, I'm not there and waiting. I'm not in, we're not back in those days. I'm not in that place where I'm believing that the boy you bring is the one you'll marry. And not every boy you date you're going to marry. So I want my children to be open enough to be like, Mom, I had this guy. And then you don't even need to explain everything. You know, I'll see over time, nani hakujagi. So kuna kitu ilifanyika, kuna kitu ilifanyika. So I'll ask you, if you're in your space to tell me, it's okay. And I know if I'm close with my kids, at some point they tell me, you don't need to tell me the full story. But for me, it shows me that you're following the natural progression of life, where I'm dating, it doesn't work out, the next person. That is healthy. Yeah. I don't want my child to move from, because you know I'm not seeing the in-between, from single to marriage.
You're on the end of 2 extremes.
Kulienda juu katikati. Where are the frogs? Yeah, and that's why for us it was easy. And I guess maybe I grew up in a home where my mom made it comfortable for me to date and introduce them, because also my siblings' opinions, my friends' opinions, my family's opinion, my parents' opinions meant a lot to me. And then there's something they see that I don't see. Yeah, of course. So there's no point of me carrying on this person all along. I spare myself a lot of heartache. I'm not saying that I'll take their word as gospel truth. No, but if usually, not always, but if everyone's against them, it's usually a red flag. Yeah, so I don't see the problem. My kids should be free enough. You don't need to be like ati kuna maximum ati ni 3 alafu marriage ama 4. Hey, bring them. Tutawakaribisha as long as you don't go past the sitting room.
Past the stairs.
Yeah, I'm gonna never do. Because I want to see my kids having those healthy relationships and breakups, going through it. Then I know that, you know, there's never a time you're gonna be extremely ready, but I know that my children are actually learning to build healthy relationships. And they're also learning that sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But most parents aren't like that. I feel like that's why our mindset is, out of respect for my parent, I'm not gonna bring just anyone home. I'm going to wait, and when I'm actually very, very sure and also happy with the character of the person I'm with, then I bring them home. But you know, there's no being very, very sure. You understand? There's no guarantee in life. We try. And as a parent, I'm really happy when I feel my child can trust me enough. You know, you're not bringing them to drink, to party, to sleep in my house. Until you wake up in the morning, I bump into a guy on the stairs. No. It's just for me to currently know that, oh, my daughter is dating someone, that my daughter has someone. Don't forget, as you get older, there are things you can't share with me. It's very important for me to know that you have someone, your person, because there's relationship with your parent, relationship with your partner, relationship with your friends. I want my child to be all-rounded. So don't feel that you're not bringing every Tom, Dick and Harry, but obviously if you're dating someone, someone for 3-4 months, so to introduce, kwani nata ukuje ati nyumbani useme ati 3-4 months. Nasikia mama ukuje nyumbani ati useme.
Mom, you need to understand that some boys will lie to you for a whole year till they get what they want.
No, I feel like 3-4 months is too early.
Yeah, some girls will stick around for 6 months and then
3-4 months
disappear.
you could break up within. I feel like for me personally, I wouldn't bring someone home until we've been dating for
official.
at least a year.
Yeah.
And then I'd bring them home.
I feel like if I was dating someone for like officially,
But
not
you see, because you guys have options,
boyfriend and
mama,
girlfriend,
of the club and stuff, as we
if I've been
Properly,
dating you,
yeah.
if I've been dating you for a year, by sure you've met my siblings. You get
Yeah,
what I
siblings
mean?
for sure.
Siblings,
Yeah.
even 3.
Yeah.
First of all, by the time
Yeah.
I've gone on 5 dates with you, I'm telling my sister, wow, you know, there's this boy.
Exactly.
Yeah, so then why are you
Kind
telling
of
me? And yeah, 12 months
But
is a long
then
time.
with parents, with parents, it needs to be
Yeah.
But you see,
a
you're not.
respectable young man that you're bringing.
But
I
you
can't
see, you're not
just bring
introducing
anyone
them
to the
at
home.
the, hey, cook for me lunch, they are coming. Someone is there picking you from the car. You know, I'm a parent, I'm not dumb. I saw that cafe, I saw the caca. You see what I'm saying?
But
it
you
will
won't
naturally
see them before
happen.
the year. That's the thing.
Yeah, they won't
You
come
won't.
home.
If you're not sure if it's early, I'm
Yeah.
meeting. We're going for. Let's say we're going for lunch somewhere. I'll meet you there. Or if you're coming to collect me, I'll step outside of the gate and enter your car. Like you would.
Yeah.
But do you understand that I'm at the window watching?
Mom, why is it like that?
Yeah.
Do you understand that the Askari
At
has
the window. Instructions.
instructions to notice the number
Keep it-
plate? So by the time you even come to me, it's in my interest to know where my child is going with who. So if these cars come to my house 5, 6, 7, 10 times, I already know that it's going somewhere. I would really mind you coming and telling me.
Yeah.
And sometimes we also help you and guide you through the relationships.
Yeah.
Sometimes you might give up on something because you're facing a challenge and you're thinking it's the end of the world. And if you talk to me, I tell you, you know what? It's
That's
normal.
true as well. Yeah.
So if you don't share, I'm not saying you share everyone, but please don't feel the need for, what do you think is new? Why do you
Not
think
new.
it's a big
It's
deal?
more. It's more of a respect thing.
And now I'm telling you guys, it's even more respectful if you are just open, because you'd spare yourself a lot of heartache, a lot of
true.
fumbling in the dark.
Yeah. True.
As long as your parent is open enough, trust me, by the way, they are always more open than you think. Because even us, we went through it. And imagine I don't want my daughters to go guessworking,
Yeah,
asking the wrong
figuring it out for
people,
themselves.
figuring it out for themselves, because I
Yeah.
have their best interests at heart. So it would really be nice for me if you'd be like, Mom, I've been dating this guy for 5 months, 6 months, I like him. You know what? Maybe one day you'll see him. No, so don't have a timeline. Life doesn't work like that, guys. Be open. Open
Yeah.
yourself.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
But I think the other issue with that is many people our age have trust issues.
Why?
And it's not regular. It's like deep, unresolved emotional traumas that you haven't
From
gotten
where?
through. And that's why I feel like it offers an explanation as to why boys will play with so many girls and feel nothing. You know what I mean?
I don't think so.
And it will offer an explanation to why some girls won't date at all.
Yeah.
And why some
Yeah,
girls
that's
will overdo.
true.
You know what I mean? I feel
Yeah.
like people just have some unresolved issues,
Within
especially
themselves, yeah.
in our like age range. You know what I mean? I feel like.
But
that
where do the
really
trust
puts
issues
a-
come from?
Bad relationships with your father for girls, with your mother for boys, and
Oh, okay, that
people
that
have
I
a
can
serious
relate.
problem these days.
Yeah.
Which
and
serious
it's-
problem?
It's not a joke.
And
But okay,
even the
maybe
way, like,
if you didn't come, sorry for cutting you short, but
That's
I
okay.
think during our time, we didn't have many broken homes.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, true.
So we grew up having that consistent, stable environment where we knew we were loved and everything. So we didn't have as much trust issues as now. Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe,
I don't know.
yeah. Yeah, it's families, and also I feel like social media plays a part as well. And like you also, it's even like with this coronavirus thing, the more you read, the more anxious you get. So it's the same thing with social media. The more you see, the more you hear about, the more people's lives like you know about, the more anxious you are to try something
Yes.
that has gone wrong. And let's be honest, most of the dating stories out there always have some kind of hiccup. It's extremely rare to find, almost impossible to find a long-term couple that's had like a fairly smooth whatever transition. I'm not saying it's not possible. I'm just saying it's quite rare. So
I will
when
tell
you're
you
going
if
into
this
it,
proves
it's
not
already,
possible,
it almost seems more likely that something will happen rather than not.
But you see, there's no way that you are not going to have issues. These are two different people from two different environments. environments, 2 different personalities, 2 different backgrounds. Fighting is part of it. Embrace it.
No, not even fighting. I mean, like, messed up things happening. Fighting is normal. Everyone's gonna fight. Even with your siblings, you fight.
Cheating.
Like now, stuff like cheating, stuff like I don't know, like deceit, stuff like
even to an extent, emotionally.
Maybe you find out your partner was gay the whole time. Like all these different things.
That's one. Yeah.
There's so many new possibilities.
Yeah.
But don't you think if okay, you're right, maybe during that time, I don't know unless I ask my mom, but you can't compare. It's different. Cheating with a guy and cheating with a lady, I don't think so. But I guess
I don't even know what I would do.
They are more. You guys are more exposed to more things.
Quick, can you imagine?
We are.
Quick, can you imagine? You're in a long-term relationship. You've dated this drama for like 5 years.
Yeah.
And your friend is telling you, "Hi, Coco. By the way, I saw John in the club, and he was being handsy with Jacob. Cheat on me with a woman."
Yeah.
We'll talk about it. But like, how are you supposed to react? And those are the problems that we have nowadays. How do you react?
But Coco, I don't understand.
Should I empathize with you because maybe you feel like you couldn't be open with it?
Yeah.
Should I feel sorry for you?
Accepted it yet.
Am I allowed to be angry?
Where do we start?
You know?
But asking the question, don't you think cheating with me with a woman or a man? You see, a woman is. I ask myself. It's the same thing. A man might be different. So I don't know. Like you're saying the truth.
Okay, but what do you think?
Like...
Do you think you'd rather be cheated on by, like, this is a theoretical thing. Your boyfriend, would you rather he cheats on you with a man or a woman?
A man.
Yeah, because you can't it's nothing about
I feel like for me it doesn't matter. Either way, deceit is involved. Either way,
I'm not refusing deceit is involved. I'm still gonna be hurt. But you see,
first of all, majority of the times that men cheat with women, the woman is usually doesn't look as good as the woman that she's dating, or maybe more attractive but less like
has
less to offer basically. So I feel like, and secondly, whenever a guy cheats, like even if it's with a woman, it's actually not about you, it's about himself. So I feel like for me it doesn't matter, man or woman, you still lied, you still betrayed me, there's still deceit, so I don't care.
No, but you see, what Coco is saying is that the challenges are different. During our time, cheating probability will be like women, but nowadays it's a whole array of different things. We are dealing with a time when people are fluid, transgender, whatever, and we are not judging. I'm just saying the dynamics are very different.
True.
And you'll find yourself being collateral damage. Like, they don't mean to harm you. Yeah. But I don't know myself, and that's the problem with very many people our age. You'll either have mental issues, like let's say I'm depressed. Yeah. And then I will go and find a boyfriend. And that is, to me, if you ask me, it's wrong. Because what will end up happening is he will become my source of affirmation.
Or joy.
And joy. And I put so much pressure on him to be my everything. And the day he breaks up with me, it'll be a thing of, without you, I can't live, literally.
It's those, those stories. Because
it's so toxic.
I'll kill myself if you leave me.
It's happened. Right. And it's so toxic. Yeah. So I feel like people our age just need to know yourself and make sure that you're okay mentally before you enter a relationship. Because I would hate to make my baggage someone else's baggage.
Not to say that if you have mental health issues, you shouldn't be in a relationship. Be in a relationship,
that's not what we're saying.
But be aware.
Be aware of
do
yourself.
your counseling first. Take your meds if you need to. As in, be a bit more stable and know a bit more about it.
Even if you haven't finished your counseling, even if you haven't gone
but you've started the process.
You know what steps you're taking to better yourself.
For yourself.
Exactly.
And by yourself.
You're not waiting for someone to.
So this person is adding on to the help you're already doing.
And you're the same age.
They're not fixing you. Exactly.
Yeah, you can't, like, I don't know. Even me, I'm growing. I'm also 19. I really don't know what I'm doing. We're both lost. True. I can't help you. You know, I can barely help myself.
That's also true. A lot of the generation gets into relationships and you don't really know yourself. Or like, there's so many things you're battling with. Or maybe you're actually not even in a place to be dating anyone. But
would you say you do it out of social media pressure? Does social media play a part when everyone is with their person and whatever they're portraying on social media is not necessarily the truth? Because I also kind of feel like if you're happy with your person, you're in a good place, you don't need to paste it everywhere. And I'm not saying it's bad, but I'm just saying sometimes we need to manage what we see on social media to compare to what is the truth. And as parents, it's my responsibility to tell you as kids that, you know what, there are good and bad times. That no one is going to go on Instagram and show you when they're fighting.
Yeah, obviously.
That is
No one is going to go on Instagram and show you when their challenges.
Yeah.
But as your parent, even when you argue with your dad, it's healthy for you sometimes
to see it.
Not to see dramatic, like throwing stuff, because I also need to manage, because your children, you can't take too much and contain it. And you guys have seen it also with us. I need to show you
but
that
it's healthy. Like,
that we fight,
but you resolve it.
we also have conflict resolution, and sometimes even you guys will be like, mom and dad talk to each other. You know, because I'm also teaching you that it's not perfect. So do you feel like sometimes you enter a relationship because of social pressure? You also want to have your person, or do you? I don't know, because during my time there was nothing like that.
Sometimes I think it's more to do with, okay, personally, I don't think I would be pressured by social media to go and get a boyfriend.
Because it takes a lot for me
but
to get
exactly,
someone,
because it's so.
But you know, here we're not talking about
It's very
you guys.
personal,
but like, we're talking about your generation. We're talking about generation.
I think that there are two different types of people. For some people will be more pressured by their inner circle. So if I have 4 best friends who are girls, right? They all have boyfriends. I'm alone. You know, some people, that's a lot of pressure to take.
I feel that. You
know what I mean? And even on a night out, fine, guys are with their boyfriends and everything, that babe might go around with 7 other people.
Yeah.
Because you guys are occupied. You know, as much as you're all friends, at the end of the day, those are couples.
True.
And you can't third wheel. You can only hang around for so long. Do you get what I mean?
Awkward,
so that's one type of pressure. You know what I mean? It's from your inner circle. It's from what you're seeing every other day. You know what I mean? Then there's social media, and some people genuinely are influenced by social media heavily.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't understand it, but I can appreciate the issue.
Yeah, and you're right. People mostly post the good things, like the dates and the road trips and stuff like that.
Yeah, the traveling.
Yeah, like
Greece,
no one's
Italy.
gonna post when there's issues.
Yeah.
So some people see that and feel like they want
you
something like
it.
that. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
What would be your advice? To people who are looking at,
who are feeling lonely.
If Coco has a boyfriend and they've gone to France, and a baby is looking at my Instagram saying, "Wow, I wish I had that."
So guys, like I just said in the beginning, I'm not going to come on social media and aim out my dirty laundry.
Yeah,
you have to appreciate at my age, I also understand that there are ups and downs. But any young person who's watching my social media, and I make a very conscious effort not to put my relationship out there all the time, because it's very hard to portray the real situation. But the truth is, guys, there are ups and downs like any relationship. Like with your parent, with your siblings. The thing is to appreciate that, guys, it takes time, it takes effort, it takes energy, it's investment. You have to be friends. And it's not perfect. The other day I wake up and I look at him and I'm like, what the hell? I look at his kids and I'm like, what the
hell?
Like, why?
I do this to myself?
Like, what the hell? Like, you know what? Why don't I take my Sean and walk out? But then again, then again, I'm like, it's built on friendship. And no one is going to come on social media and show you the negative side. But I want you guys to enter a relationship knowing that you're doing it for yourself. Don't do it because of pressure. Don't do it because someone else is doing it. Doing it because you want, you're committed, and you're ready to go the whole mile.
And because you know that person cares about you.
Yeah. And it's not a must. Kama iwaka. Si lazima.
Yeah, si lazima.
Yeah. Okay.
I feel like by the time you're dating, you need to know that that other person cares about you and has your best interests at heart.
True. And sometimes
they wouldn't do stuff to deliberately.
But also sometimes there's disappointment.
A reaction from you. You know what I mean?
Sometimes there's disappointment. If you're heartbroken, it's not the end of the world. You cry, you meet your girls, have chocolate, beach, drink. If you do, go on movies, go on holidays, backpack, do whatever you have to do, and get over it. You know, it's part of life.
True.
Said, kiss the frogs. It's not a big deal. Yeah, and don't hide it from your parents. If you can. Another thing which I find very interesting in their generation is that the type of friendships. I just find their friendships, and for lack of a better word, is not deep enough. It's lame. You know, I hear them calling each other my ride or die. You know, you're my G. I'm not very good at those words. But then at the end of the day, you find out that they're actually not real friends. They don't know anything about what's happening in your life. They don't know any issues. You could be struggling at home. Your parents are fighting. They're divorcing. You're going through hard economic times. And none of your friends have an idea. So I'm wondering.
Or even mentally, you're just not
Yeah, mentally not okay, you're fighting
Yeah.
depression and stuff.
Yeah.
But your friends don't know. So I'm wondering, what kind of friendship is this? But when I see you in the club, or maybe I have a party in the house, you're like, you're my G, you're my right to die.
Snapchat.
When you're drunk, you're crying and hugging each other. But at the end of the day, hakuna mtu anajua maisha ya mtu mwingine. So I wonder why can't you just narrow it down to 4 or 5 friends who really care about you, that if things are hard, you can go to them. They're the ones who would call me and be like, hey, Mama Coco, hi, Michelle's mom, hi, Ko's mom, this is happening to Coco, help her. Your friendships are just face value, surface here. During my time, it wasn't like that. Like, we were very open. When I'm going to campus, my dad died, my friends were there. When I didn't have money, I could go crash in their house. When we go out, I don't have cash, I could tell them. It was not all just about partying and fun. We had real relationships and we carry them over the years.
Yeah.
So just explain to me, in the generation, why does it, from my perspective, seem to be like that? Because if I'm depressed, if I'm stressed, if I've lost my job, why do I find the need to lie to my friend, I quit? Instead of saying the truth. Why do you guys want to seem perfect?
But don't you think that's a bit of an issue with pride?
But it can't be, it's not pride, but it's your whole generation. I've seen it with your friends.
It's again the effects of social media on our generation. Like, everyone compares each other, and a large part of like admitting stuff like that is, again, you're like, okay, you don't want to say you've been fired because maybe at that time majority of your friends are employed, getting promoted, etc.
But it's okay
So
to be fired. It's part of life.
Yeah, but it doesn't, and that's the thing. Not everyone that you're talking to or that you're close friends with. So I think like social media is a big part of that. You talk to someone on Instagram or you see them out when you're clubbing and you guys are friends, but you're not really friends, because I feel like it's more like acquaintances, because you say hi to each other, but at the end of the day, I don't know how you are. Genuinely, I do not know. I don't know what's going on. If I don't know how you are, I don't know what's currently happening in your life, and I'm not sure what's going on. We could have a really good vibe when we meet each other, have fun, whatever, but I don't actually know you, so I can't call myself your friend. And you cannot call yourself my friend.
But then,
because you don't actually know me.
Then when do you have real relationships?
But some people do, and that's the thing. In that small, in what you're saying, most people usually have 2 or 3 people that you're genuinely close with, that you will call, and even you guys know them. Like, you guys see my girls at home all the time, and you know who they are.
But I can't say that for all my children.
Yeah.
I'll tell you the truth, and sometimes if something is happening to my child, not even their friends have an idea. It would be really nice to have that 1-2 friends who I will be able to call and say, where's Michelle? Have you seen this Genie? They tell me, I have seen.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. Your generation is a generation of...
But maybe it also narrows...
social media.
Sorry to cut you off, but maybe it also narrows down to the type of people you're dealing with. Because you need to understand, in your days, like, Mom, it would be very rare for, let's say if I was your age, it would be very rare for me to meet someone like you. And likewise, do you get what I mean? Someone who, if you're slacking and you're not achieving your full potential, I know I'll tell my friend, Ayo, stop. You're actually wasting yourself.
Yeah.
Pull up your socks, because I know, like, I'm sorry, I know it sucks, we'll go out, you can drink, you can cry, but 2 days from now, you need to pull your socks up and you need to...
But do you tell each other those things?
Also,
but it's very hard to find people who genuinely care about you, because some girls, they'll be like, yeah, I'm your best friend, I care about you, but this baby's competing with you in her head. And she's looking at you and she's... Yeah, when you're telling her about your problems, she's like, oh, I'm so sorry, but in her head, she's like...
And also, you guys grew. You guys didn't have social media. The people you're close with, it's because you grew up with them.
It's so genuine.
You lived together.
It's very genuine.
Like, I will say, the older I've gotten, the harder it is to make close friends. I can maybe count like 3, 4 people in my getting older that I can say are genuinely close. I would call close friends. For me, my best friends are my best friends because I've known them since I was young, and we've grown up together and gone through all our like family stuff, friend stuff, everything together. So we have a special bond in the sense that we don't and can't hide anything from each other, because from when we were young, we never did. So why would you start now? But not everyone in our generation has that experience.
Exactly.
But you see, Michelle, even me, I had those friends that, I'm like, not friends, I had a friend. I know how to say the name, because I was an introvert.
I've caught myself.
Yes, but you outgrow them sometimes.
That is
Because
very true.
they don't go through the same path in life. And at some point in life, I need to have friends who are the same
Understand where you
place
are.
where I am.
That's true.
And I think the biggest challenge which I see, and I'm not 100% sure that that's the truth, but from my perspective as a parent, is your generation suffers from the how do I call it? From the issue of trying to be perfect. Your generation suffers wanting to look perfect, want to look everything is okay. And I keep saying, there is nothing new under the sun. No problem that has never been seen. It is so okay. I'll give you an example. I'm with my friends, we are partying, money as not, I don't have fare. It's as simple as telling my friends, but then you will say, Mr. Do.
Yeah.
I can't go home? Fine. Out of that group of 10, 7 might judge me. But 3 will help me. You'll talk about me, but I'll find my fare going home. Why do we care so much
and that's why I was speaking
about what they think?
That's why I was talking about pride at the beginning of this conversation. And honestly, some people, let's say you've gone to Pt1 or not Pt1, Braeburn. You've been in Braeburn your whole life. And then in grade 10, your parents divorce. Financially, things start getting thick. You know
She just
what I
said the
mean?
truth.
People have, I don't know if it's pride and I don't know if it's a thing of,
I don't think it's pride. I think it's vulnerability.
oh, okay, fine, yes, you hit the nail on the head.
Because you don't
People
want to be embarrassed,
yes.
and you don't want to.
Yeah.
Because let's be real,
It's not pride.
Like for
You hit the
let's
nail
use
on the
finances
head.
for example, because that's a very sensitive topic.
Yes, yeah.
Your financial situation changing is a very sensitive topic.
Mm-hmm.
You're not gonna be out there like parading like your shit has gone down and
Yeah.
you're now here.
But Michelle, it's not your fault. You're a child.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's still changing
It
because
doesn't matter.
you're used to a certain thing. When guys
Yeah.
are going clubbing, you're there. When guys are going for
Yeah.
lunches, you're there, and you can afford.
And
to
guys
be there.
call you.
And things
Guys will
change.
still call
But
you
if
for
you
plans.
will,
So it's
yeah.
But if
so it's
you're my
called-
real
if you've been
Vulnerability.
calling me
And
for
I
the past,
personally
yeah.
don't think you should be vulnerable with everyone.
Mhm.
I think I agree with you that you shouldn't feel the need to actually
Yeah.
hide it.
Yeah.
Don't
Don't
silence
owe
it.
everyone an
people.
I
explanation.
just disappear.
Oh,
but I
oh,
also don't think that everyone
You don't
needs to
owe
know your
everyone an
business.
explanation.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
owe everyone an explanation.
But-
So for the people close to me, I will tell you point blank, etc has happened. I agree, you shouldn't hide it, but not everyone.
But a generation
Because not
doesn't
everyone is
tell-
genuine.
But
Yeah.
the generation
You really can't
doesn't
just go
say
telling everyone your
it.
business
You don't
like
tell
that.
anyone. You find someone who's walking home and they've left you there and you're buying botis and mzingas and you could have given them a K and reduce what you're buying. And that's what I'm saying. Your generation does not give the space to be vulnerable.
Okay, so Mom, what would be your advice for all of us, how to be better friends to people? Because Koi, you'll never know what I'm thinking. I'll never know what you're thinking.
Yeah, true.
So what is your advice for friends, how to be better friends? How can we help each other? Just be more caring to one another.
And
What is your advice?
My
Yeah.
advice is this. I'll tell you guys, there's nothing new under the sun. I'll repeat again. And remember, guys, it is not, how do you say it? Let me look for a word. There's nothing new under the sun, and be
It's
comfortable.
not black and white.
Be comfortable in your own skin. That if I don't have to have 100 friends, 50, 25. I don't have to enter the club and I'm saying hi to everyone. You can choose to have your people. You have acquaintances, you have your people, but be open to share your challenges. Because guys, why do we have people who have issues? And I'm not saying that's the reason, but why do we have mental health issues? Because we don't share.
Yeah, that's
we
true.
don't talk to
We don't talk about our problems. Because the moment I talk, I realize siko peke yangu. Haya, kumbe pia una fare, pia una lunch, tunakula noodles leo si wote. And the thing is, we die with our problems because we don't speak it. Aya, hata wewe babako alishiaga guy. Hata mimi sina.
And everyone's trying to
Na
be
wana divorce,
perfect,
and everyone
but
is
you
trying to
have
be
the same
perfect.
problem.
But there's nothing as
Yeah.
beautiful as authentically being yourself.
That's very true,
I
Mom.
agree there.
And that's why I'm here today as
But to the-
Fashionable
to the right
StepMum.
people.
To the right people, not to everyone.
That's why I also feel like limit your close contacts. Don't be close to many people.
Don't have 50 people.
Pick the ones that you can say.
But also don't
maybe
hide
that
everything.
through.
So what's a good number? I'd personally, I'd say 3 friends it's more than enough.
It depends. I
3
can't say
close friends, 3, 4 close friends.
I can't say 3 or 4 because it depends. I mean, introvert and extrovert, what can you take? What can
It's
you
true.
handle?
It depends on
Okay,
the
fine. So
person.
let's say personally,
Depends on the person.
3, 4 friends is mine. What is yours?
I think by the time I'm 40, I'll create a contract and I'll give people chances. I will only give 4 people.
What's the contract coming from?
A contract is like, from now on,
Sign papers.
I am 40, I have no
We're
time
friends.
to waste. This is what I require of a friend who I'm going to live with all the
these are my
way.
expectations.
Are you going to be a Gracie or a Frankie?
Yeah.
Grace and Frankie.
I'm joking. So I'm just, as in, I have no time to waste.
Yeah.
Are you going to, this is what I require from you,
Yeah.
tell me your expectations.
Yeah.
And I don't think I need to stretch myself beyond this. And I also don't want friends who are only in my level because I want to be able to view different perspectives. So I'd want my friends to have experienced a variety of experiences. Don't be
that's
limited
true
to
as
just
well.
me.
Yeah.
But also, I would say,
Expound.
like sometimes I don't want friends just who are in my,
On the
Your
same
bubble.
level as you.
as the same level as me. I want-
Level how?
Level how
Social-
in terms of, they'll wake me up if I'm career-wise sleeping.
Okay.
They'll wake me up in terms of parenting. They
So
will
you
be
want
able
some
to
friends
call-
who even
They
in
offer
terms
good
of career,
balance.
people who you look up to.
Yeah, and they challenge me.
Yeah.
People who offer good balance in terms of my health, exercise, being a good
and
mom,
someone also
all-rounded.
who shows you how to
Yes.
relax. Like if you know you're someone who's always on the run, someone who
So
can
I'd
tell you,
say
calm down. Yeah.
I wouldn't mind 4 to 5 girlfriends, but I wouldn't be extremely close with all the 5. But they'll be my circle.
Yeah.
Because I know that it's very important to have that. Otherwise, you won't have a balanced life. So yeah, I'm working on it, guys. I'm really doing badly because I was very busy trying to figure myself out. But now I'm ready for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How
many would you say?
Like max, like sorry, I have really bad allergies. Max, I'd say let's say till I'm 30, like maybe 67 max. Because I
Good,
also
you see.
feel like I have like
Capacity.
the ones that I've grown up with, which is like 4, and then you'll meet 1 or 2 special people along the way. Like in uni, my roommate has become someone very close to me, for example,
Yeah,
and that's
she's
a
really
friendship
nice.
that I could see lasting
Yeah,
for
she's-
life,
she's
stuff
really
like that, and
nice.
that's someone you could trust. So I feel like I'd give room for 3 or 4 extra people. Along
But what
the way.
if they don't blend with the
that's
rest? Because that's another
You know,
challenge.
that is another
That's
problem.
true. I personally have never had that
Mixing-
problem. Funny enough, like
Seriously?
I feel like because I feel like
Your
funny,
crowds
I've
have
never
always
had that-
just merged.
Yeah, they just merge.
Sometimes
yeah.
you have
Even
a
different
different
crowds, they don't
Never had that
mix.
problem.
Me, I've experienced that as I'm
You
getting
have,
older.
yeah?
That you find I connect with you on different levels.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've gotten that, but in terms of my close people, they match. In terms of people that I'd hang out with maybe a lot, then yeah, there's different groups because I can fit in different places, and not all those places always connect.
Yeah,
But
So,
you're
yeah.
in a circle.
But yeah, for my
And
close
also
people-
for you, I guess the 4 of them are very similar.
exactly, yeah.
So it makes it easier for you.
Yeah,
Because,
yeah.
you know, the different ones are maybe 2 or 3.
yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
even
And
just
that's why I
2,
need the
you know.
contract
Exactly.
because
Exactly.
I need to tell them even though they don't make it work, they'll have to make it work for me.
Yeah, like if you all care about me, sort out your differences.
Yeah.
Because
You might
all
not
have
be best
one thing
friends
in
to each
common.
other.
It's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. So I'm actually having to deal with that where I bond with you on a different level and with her on a different level, and I struggle because I want all of you to be in the same circle, but some of your personalities clash. And that's the
That's true.
reality of life.
And it happens. It's happened to me before. Not all your friends are going to be friends.
No.
Some of them will seriously clash. Yeah.